Well, welcome to this Hurricane Helene update. It's 8 o'clock. I said I was gonna wait until like 9:30, but I figured we're gonna do a brief one now because it's again continuing to strengthen. Look at that presentation on the satellite there. Very very impressed. This is the enhanced satellite, and you can see the pinks and the whites there. That's all a sign of a hurricane that is continuing to strengthen as we speak. And we're going to go to the latest Hurricane Helene public advisory that was issued at 8 o'clock. Extremely dangerous Hurricane Helene nearing the northeast Gulf Coast. Catastrophic storm surge and life-threatening winds expected to the Florida Big Bend area as of 8 p.m. Its location 28.7 north, 84.3 west, about 80 miles west-southwest of Cedar Key, Florida, and about 115 miles south of Tallahassee, Florida. Maximum sustained winds are 130 miles an hour, moving north-northeast at 23 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 942 millibars, 27.82 inches. And there is some additional strengthening, they say, is also possible, and then weakening. But the because of the support from the upper air and the forward speed, it's not going to weaken that quickly. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 60 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to a whopping 310 miles from the center. Albert Whitted Airport in Whitted Airport in St. Petersburg, Florida, reported a sustained wind of 53 miles an hour with a gust to 76. So we're going to look at some of the observations right now in this area, and things are continuing to get worse here. Look at this buoy here, 81 degrees, dew point 81 degrees. That's a saturated air mass. North at 60, gusting to 87. Look at the wave height. Stop going away. The wave height is 24.6 feet. That's almost 25 feet. And there's been a lot of storm surge flooding here. Florida West Coast getting hammered as well with some pretty strong winds. And in this area here, look at how far inland the hurricane warnings go into Georgia. And then the tropical storm warnings around that. And then we have tornado watches, flash flood warnings, all going on in this whole area here. It's absolutely chaotic. We're going to go to the power outage map, which I'm sure has gone up again. Now we're 455,000 customers without power, and Pinellas is being hit hard here, 125,000 without power. Manatee, and you can look at some of these electric companies like Tampa Electric here. And see, go to the power outage map here that they have here, and you'll see that they have a lot of outages going on here in the area. So you can see here, even in the city, you have a lot of outages. I noticed that they don't have the same kind of infrastructure that you have on the East Coast. I noticed a lot of wood distribution poles. So a lot of those will be coming down and snapping in these winds. Large outage around Plant City. So these areas are getting hit pretty hard. And the outages are going to go into Georgia as well. Looking at some of these webcams, we have one here that is a, I gotta find it. It is a dock, Naples Pier. Here we go, Naples, Florida. This area has been getting hit very hard already. You can't see anything now, but let's move this to the last hour here, 7 to 8. You get an idea of what is going on here. Look at that. So you could see there's a lot of waves, very big waves coming in. That's causing storm surge flooding in Florida. And if we go and we look at go to Twitter, we'll go to our Twitter, Helene, and you'll see what's going on here. There's been flooding in Florida already along the coast pretty significantly. Let's see, we could just do this here. So here's again some more satellite imagery of it. We'll go ahead and look at that. So this is some of the flooding here. Look at the high winds here. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I want to show you here. Yeah, why are there cars on it? I mean, they take forever to close these roads here. And then Taylor County is one of the disregard. Oh, jeez. I'm telling you, these people are so. I'm not even going to get into it here, but look at this. This is what I want to show you here. Look at this. You can see. Look at that flooding. Look at that. There's a house going. So we're already seeing significant flooding along the barrier islands there. Uh, uh, it's 20-foot storm surge. This is what that looks like. 20-foot storm surge. Actually, this was posted yesterday, so that's not from the storm. Um, but let's see what we have here. I can't believe somebody's has a boat with a Trump flag flying through the flooded streets. That's Florida for you. That seems to be what's coming up. All right, here we go. Here's some of the flooding that's going on. Pinellas County. You can see what the tidal flooding is doing here. So this is what I wanted to show you here. So this is what's going on. Florida, obviously, going to get hit very hard, but Georgia is going to be the surprise, I think, for a lot of people. We're going to go back to the satellite imagery here. This is the other satellite imagery of Helene. There we have the infrared, and you can see, again, all that white going there. That is a very powerful hurricane right there. And, again, we'll just run a nice long loop to show you, again, how fast this thing is moving. This is a 96 frame loop of Helene here. We're going to look at this here as soon as we get it to load here. It's going to take a few minutes, but you'll see here that this is a massive. Look at how big it is too, compared to the state of Florida. It pretty much could fit Florida inside the storm itself. That's what's pretty crazy about the whole thing. These sites are very, very slow, but I wanted to show you this loop here to show you how it's changed. You can see we are having problems. Yeah, we're having problems loading this loop. Let's do the Helene loop. Let's just do the Helene loop, the regular Helene loop here. And we'll show you again. Look at this thing. I mean, it's just unbelievable how big this hurricane is. I mean, look at that. See that last frame there? Look at that. That's just unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that classic donut shape there. That's that's a bad storm, and that's things are going to rapidly deteriorate in a lot of these cities fairly soon here. And again, you can see again how far these hurricane warnings go inland. And there's another tornado warning now in another tornado in effect for Colleton County. So we have a lot of severe thunderstorms in this area as well that are going on. So conditions are going to rapidly deteriorate. This is just the very, very beginning of it. And I'll have another update for you again around 9:30.